Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. School Principal, for your time today to learn a little bit more about Frosty Fruit and how you can raise money for your school. We, as a beverage wholesaler, created Frosty Fruit about 8 years ago to meet a demand that was in schools, as we saw when schools were pulling out sodas and unhealthy drinks. And with that pulling out, there was a lot of lost revenue. And so we came up with the idea, why can't we take juice and make it fun and raise money for the school at the same time? So we took 100% fruit juice and made it look and taste like a slushie. This is why it sells so well. Our average school last year made $5,000 in profit when selling Frosty Fruit daily. Frosty Fruit exceeds the new USDA school beverage guidelines that will go into effect at the beginning of the 2014 school year. And since we exceed the guidelines, Frosty Fruit can be sold anytime and anywhere on campus. And for your reference, schools will only be allowed to sell juice, milk, and water when the new guidelines go into effect. The Frosty Fruit program works like this. We loan you one of our slushie machines at no cost as long as you agree to sell daily to your student body, have a minimum number of students on campus, and purchase a minimum amount of juice during the school year. There's no contract to sign, and there's no upfront costs. We bill you on net 30 terms, which means you have 30 days to pay the bill. We want you to start raising money before you owe us a dime. Frosty Fruit arrives to you as a shelf-stable concentrate, which means you don't need to refrigerate it until you add water. Once you add water, the machine will refrigerate it for you. The Frosty Fruit slushie machine is only 2 foot square and is designed to sit on a countertop, a concession stand, but most schools place it on a cart so they can get mobile with it and move it to different events throughout the school year. Frosty Fruit sells best in the cafeteria. It also does well in commons area, school stores, and concession stands. The machine only requires a 110 volt power source and does not require a water line plumbed to it. You would need to staff the machine so you can serve Frosty Fruit to your students as well as collect money. On the back side of your brochure in the upper left is the basic nutritional information for an 8-ounce serving. The sugar in Frosty Fruit is all natural, and is called fructose, the fruit sugar, since it comes from 100% juice. There are no additional sweeteners added, and there is no high fructose corn syrup. We have 10 flavors to choose from, and they're all listed in order of popularity. They all sell well, and we introduce new flavors approximately every other month. On the right side of the brochure is the profit story, where we show you the profit per serving calculated from your cost of the Frosty Fruit juice concentrate. Each case of juice has 6 half-gallon bottles, and one bottle makes 1 bowl of Frosty Fruit in the slushie machine. You determine the sales price and cup size, but most schools sell an 8-ounce serving for $1, which gives you a profit of 53 cents per serving. We carry the cups, lids, and straws, but you're not required to purchase them from us. In regards to service, we handle all major service items that may arise. For instance, let's say your machine's not refrigerating or it won't turn on. You would just need to dial our 1-800 number and we would take it from there. For any small minor service, you can go to our website and watch the quick fix service videos to handle those issues that may arise as well. We have over 500 schools that sell Frosty Fruit daily to raise money for their school, and we have plenty of references if you need them. If you decide to get started, we're only about a week's lead time. Do you have any questions for me?